I did my apprenticeship in France, and I learned as much as I could about French cuisine, and I was a practitioner of it for a long time.
Isn't that nice?
I'm so careful the way I stagger the reservations so that they have a great experience and I know they're coming back. We met in the business.
You met in the business?
Because believe me, like at 1 o'clock in the morning, who else are you going to date? You're gonna date your customers, or you're gonna date the person, the chef. And then we met and got married within a year, and then we went our separate ways career-wise. In the last couple of years, he said we should really do something for ourselves. It was a big risk.
My inspiration started from the movie Usual Suspects. That's for me. That's how it inspired me to open a restaurant. One day, I was working in the kitchen at Chantro, and there's like 50 staff that works there. And the guys were coming and they were like, I saw this movie last night, it was awesome, you gotta go see it. Like, and every time you saw the commercial, it showed nothing. Kaiser shows it.
Did he mention Kaiser Soze?
Who? Who's Kaiser Soze?
Press 20. Do it now.
There is no Kaiser Soze.
You never knew. That was his power.
Eventually, when I saw the movie, and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Any sucker who's willing to give you your ear, you're just gonna talk about the movie, or you're gonna talk about this restaurant.
And that whole amuse-bouche, intermezzo, all those little things, the hot donuts, the coffees, the complimentary truffles, those are surprises. And Usual Suspects, it was a surprise. Like at the end, you weren't sure where it was going, then you're like, oh my god, it all unfolds. And that's what we wanted. We wanted people to be surprised, that element of where you come for dinner and you expect an appetizer, an entree, and all these little things come, which isn't a lot for a business to do if you really think about it cost-wise. Effort-wise, yes, you need an extra body in the kitchen to do just those little things. It makes a big difference. And then they walk away saying, what was that? I didn't ask for that, and it came, and it's cool, and it's a dining experience versus just dinner.
Shawn is pretty much the business. The best way to describe it is like this. It's like a horse and a carriage. To me, I think the kitchen is always like the horse. Somebody has to drive the tempo faster, slow it, relax, go, 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 go at this period of time. And to me, the front of house, a good, proper maitre d' or professional, they are the driver of this engine. The other thing is, there's a lot of challenges that my wife goes through as well. Like, and most women, I would say, really go through. And it's a tremendous amount of burden. It's a fact. Like, the burden of constantly being right. I don't know how you guys live with it. You know, you guys are always right, and to that I always bow down, because it's like, yes, you're right. I will do what you say. And you never have problems.
When Frank's right,
when you recognize those two problems, or those two challenges, if you want to say, and you overcome that hurdle, there is just a peaceful...
I am right. The problem with working for other people is that your hands are tied in lots of ways when it comes to your menu and your vision.
You eventually need to have your own place. It's like any other entrepreneur. You eventually get to the point where you have a vision for your brand or product, whatever you want to say, and where you're working is just not good enough anymore. I try to do these simple ingredients into fine dining, but using local ingredients. Not necessarily because it's just local ingredients, but because I see in them us, just a husband and wife trying to run a business, and it may not be much, but like going to Kingston Market and shopping $70 to $100 a day at one single store, which is another husband and wife. It's like you're paying their rent for the month, and they depend on you, and you think to yourself, I wish our guests kind of feel like that about us, just keeping us supported like that. And the more that happens, the more it fuels you, it fuels your ambition of doing their product justice. And all of a sudden, all the years of training you did in France and years of training you did in some top restaurants here or working for some top chefs, all the hard work, everything starts to pay off in a different way. They're not trendy dishes, but they're craftsmanship dishes.
working together.
Is
not personal. It is
she's
chef.
stubborn.